Hello everyone, welcome you to SSB Sure Short Academy and to this weekly current affairs session. आज के इस सेशन में मैं आपको पिछले 7 डेज के जो भी इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स है, इट कैन बी जियोपॉलिटिकल, नेशनल और रीजनल लेवल टॉपिक्स which are important for your examination point of view, and the examination which I will cover like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, CAPF or for your SSB interviews. So that I am going to cover in this session. It's going to be very interesting for the students who are preparing for SSB, mainly because the data which you will collect from here that can be utilized for your preparation for the SSB, which will help you out in your GD lecturate, and while writing your stories you can add some current data. So let's proceed. So I have divided my contents into these subtopics. These subtopics are like international issues, then comes national affairs, regional and state affairs, sports, defense, and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous will mainly cover the important dates, person, places in news. Let's come back before we proceed to our session or our topics. I would like to tell you that SSB Sure Short Academy runs various courses in online and offline to get into the armed forces. These courses are for SSB and in the both platform online and offline. Then courses, we also run courses for personality development by expert and officers and under the leadership of General VPS Bhakuni. We run various online courses and offline courses for written courses like CDS, ND and AFCAT, and some of the special subject targeted course also we run. So 12-day SSB offline course that actually you will have to attend in our branch Chandigarh or in SSB Sure Short Academy Bangalore. To get registered for any of the above mentioned courses, you may contact these two numbers. To get a special discount on the course, please download our application, that is SSB Sure Short, from Google Play Store. So let's proceed forward. The next and the first important thing which was in the news, that is the World Peace Forum 2022. So it was the 10th World Peace Forum 2022. Actually, where it was organized, it was organized by Tsinghua University in Beijing, capital of China. So actually इसमें क्या होता है, ये जो पीस फोरम है, this time 300 से भी ज़्यादा former senior officials, you can say 300 plus former officials took part in this. They were scholars, diplomatic envoys in the offline and online mode both. Most important thing regarding this topic is the theme of the topic. What is theme that you need to remember? That theme is preserving international stability, preserving international stability, commonality, comprehensiveness, and cooperation. So commonality, comprehensiveness, and cooperation. See, themes are mostly asked in your written exam. So themes is very important to remember this, as your exam is scheduled, NDA CDS exam are scheduled on 4th September. Next, the topics which were discussed into this World Peace Forum, these were like preservation of the world peace, United Nations, European security order, and world order were discussed. So mainly this forum talks about the peace and harmony in the world. Next with this next thing what you can see here, that Amitav Kant is going to be the next India's G20 Sherpa. So G20 के बारे में मैं आपको एक और चीज बता देता हूँ कि ये first of all let us understand what is this G20. तो ये है ना कि actually ये group of 20, that what we say to go with the literal meaning of this. So it says that the world's developed and developing economies comes together under this, the G20, world's developed and developing economies together. So it shows that it is a kind of economical forum on the at the world level, so at the global level. So it accounts for 2/3 of global population. 2/3 of the global population is covered under this, and then 75% of international trade and 85% of the global GDP. 85% of the global GDP is covered under this meeting, under this group. So it is an you can say influential platform for international economic cooperation. Actually it influences economic cooperation very Very much, because as it shares 85% of the global GDP. So why it is in news? For one reason is that Amitabh Kant is going to be the next Sherpa of this, as India will lead. India will preside G20 from December 1st, 2022 till November 30, 2023. December 1st, 2022 to 30th November 2023. So for 1 year, India is going to preside this G20. And the most important thing is that the next year, India will host G20 meeting in India. Next. So next important thing is regarding the critical minerals. Critical minerals, जो कि इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स इन्वेस्टमेंट पार्टनरशिप के ऊपर जो ये न्यूज में आपने ये देखा होगा. See why it is important. First of all, the critical minerals, it is very rarely found, and these are very important for the technological uses at present. Okay, so first of all, I will tell you the critical minerals are used for in what are the items, like in it is used in mobile phones. It is also used in batteries, computers. So there are many technological uses of these critical minerals: electric vehicles, green technologies, and just for example, wind turbines and solar panels. So everywhere, wherever there is a technological equipments, mostly there will be critical minerals are used in that. Okay. So now India and Australia have a strengthened cooperation on critical minerals development project and supply chains. Now let us discuss some of the relations of the India and Australia. So India and Australia share a comprehensive strategic partnership. जैसे कि दोनों एक कॉमनवेल्थ कंट्रीज के मेंबर्स हैं. कॉमनवेल्थ कंट्रीज वो सभी कंट्रीज है जिसमें कि ब्रिटिशर्स ने कॉलोनाइज किया था. ब्रिटिशर्स ने जो कॉलोनाइज किया था जिस कंट्रीज को, वो these all countries comes under the Commonwealth countries. तो इंडिया एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया both comes under the Commonwealth countries. और इससे ऊपर एक और चीज ये है कि मिलिट्री टाइज जो है इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बीच, जो कि हम ऑसिनडेक्स बोलते हैं, ऑसिनडेक्स it is AUSINDEX. So military ties between both include the joint naval exercise, AUSINDEX, Australia and India military exercise, which is held every 2 years. Remember, it is held every 2 years. तो जब भी आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इंडिया के रिलेशन की बात करते हो, तो you may add this point that both the countries have a military exercise, so called, that is AUSINDEX, and it is being organized every 2 years. Next, we will see the Lisbon Declaration. So the highlights of this we will be discussing. So there are around 198 members of this under this Ocean Conservation membership. So those 198 members had some declaration on July 1st, 2022. So see, all member nation has committed to follow innovative and science-based actions on an urgent basis. So science-based action की बहुत जरूरत है, because to avoid oceans getting polluted. तो science based action is urgently needed. देखो इसमें कैसे कैसे पॉल्यूशंस होते हैं, जैसे कि मेराइन पॉल्यूशन आपको हो जाएगा, न्यूट्रिएंट पॉल्यूशन, सॉलिड वेस्ट डिस्चार्जेस, जो भी सॉलिड वेस्ट जो होते हैं इंडस्ट्रीज के, दैट इज गेटिंग डायरेक्टली डिस्चार्ज इनटू द ओशन वाटर. सो सॉलिड वेस्ट डिस्चार्जेस, solid waste discharges हो गए. फिर उसके बाद आप you will see there is untreated waste water emissions from maritime sector, and above all there is an anthropogenic underwater noise. And first of all I will tell you that what is this anthropogenic. एंथ्रोपोजेनिक जो अंडर वाटर नॉइज होते हैं वो एक्चुअली सबमरीन की वजह से, शिप की वजह से जो नॉइज क्रिएट होते हैं, सो इट हार्म्स लॉट्स ऑफ द क्रिएचर्स व्हिच आर फाउंड अंडर सी वाटर. सो to control this pollution, the marine pollutions, ocean water pollutions, this Lisbon Declaration has been made on 1st July 2022. Next, we will see the Tihan. Why Tihan was in news? It is India's first autonomous navigation facility. So what is its purpose? First of all, I'll tell you what this Tihan means. Tihan is the Technology Innovation Hub on Autonomous Navigation. Technology Innovation Hub on autonomous navigation. So what is its purpose? Its purpose is to make India a global player in smart mobility. Global player in smart mobility. Global player in smart mobility. It is the purpose to make India and technology for futuristic and next generation. So this platform will provide for high quality research facility between industry, academia, and research and development labs at local and global levels. So that is the function and purpose of Dhian. Next, the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi has launched Mission Kushal Karmi on 6th July 2022. So actually इसमें आपको क्या समझना है कि ये कुशल कर्मी जो है ये to skilled laborers or to upskilling the laborers. This mission has been initiated from the Delhi government. So workers will undergo a 15 days special training program which will help them in upskilling, so that most of the important companies can hire them, and they will have more option to join companies under the scheme of upskilling the laborers, because skilled labor will always be at demand by the major construction or constructing organization or constructing companies. Whichever project is being launched, in that always the skilled laborers are always to be taken at demand, so taken on demand. So see, this Delhi government has taken this initiative to train around 15-day training to the laborers to give them a good skill to get in various jobs, and they may get opportunities into construction areas or the constructing companies. Next, let's see in the obituary sector, we have seen that Shinzo Abe, the former Japan Prime Minister, have been assassinated. So former Prime, we had a good relation with this. Actually, already we have good relation with Japan, and even India has celebrated 9th July as the National Mourning Day, and whole India was mourned on this day. So with the respect to pay the respect to this ex-PM of Japan, Shinzo Abe. So who was this person? Already I told you, he was a politician in the politics of Japan, and he was the longest serving Japanese prime minister in the history, because he also served as a chief cabinet secretary during 2005 to 2006. 2005 से 2006 तक इन्होंने chief secretary का भी पदभार संभाला है, और he is one of the longest prime minister serving in Japan. He was. So actually जापान में ऐसा इसलिए हो जाता है, it was easier for assassination, because see, even though we say, or the world says, that the Japan has the strict rule over the gun making, or you can say the weapons handling by the public or civilians. So yeah, they have a strict rules over that. But thing is that after the ex-PM, the securities are being decreased after the PM retired. PM becomes the ex-PM, and they generally travel with the public, you can say the public transport and all. So this is not a new case in Japan. It has been for long years. You'll find there have been assassination to the great leaders mostly. Next, we will see that Gita Gopinath in wall of former chief economist. So why Gita Gopinath is in news? First of all, see, Gita Gopinath recently got featured on wall of former chief economist of the International Monetary Fund. So she is the first woman and second Indian to get this honor. The first woman and second Indian to get this honor, to be occupy the place over the wall of former chief economist. So let us know Miss Gopinath had served as the first female chief economist of IMF for 3 years. She was the first woman chief economist in IMF, and she has served for 3 years, and she belonged to India, and she is second Indian. So before the appointment as IMF chief economist, she was working as John Johnstra Professor of International Studies and Economist at Harvard University. तो उन्होंने हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में भी प्रोफेसर का पदभार संभाला है. और देन यू विल सी दैट द IMF के बारे में थोड़ा मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. ये जो इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड है, ये IMF, इसका हेडक्वार्टर जो है, वो हेडक्वार्टर्स जो सिचुएटेड है वो वाशिंगटन DC में है, एंड इट कंप्राइज ऑफ अराउंड 190 कंट्रीज IMF के मेंबर हैं, and it was established in the year 1944. 1944 में IMF की स्थापना हुई थी, and started working on December 27, 1945 at the Bretton Woods conference. So in the very beginning, there were only 29 members, but at present there are 190 members of this IMF. Next, we will see. You might be surprised to know that there have been news that UFOs, the unidentified flying objects, which are mostly seen in the American countries or in America mainly, you'll find in the sky there are some sort of unidentified flying objects which are seen over there. So it is celebrated on 2 dates. Actually, there are to celebrate the UFO day. So UFO day is official date is announced by World UFO Day organization. It is declared as 2nd July as the official World UFO Day. But what is the main purpose to discuss this World UFO Day? Is the main goal is to create awareness of UFO throughout the world. There should be awareness that there is undoubted existence of UFOs. It has been seen time and again by the various officials. So the day also seeks to encourage governments to declassify files on UFO sightings. So if there is UFO found, it is a major concern for the world, because see, UFO kya ho sakta hai? So for example, when we send some sort of rovers or spacecrafts into the space like Mangalyaan, ये सब जो हम भेजते हैं, ठीक उसी प्रकार aliens also tries to know the see, there is again a debatable issue that whether aliens exist, not exist, that is other thing. But if alien exists, they also would like to know and do research on the earth as well. So they keep sending, or it can be that kind of objects which is seen mostly in the sky, and it is identified as unidentified flying objects. Okay. So UFO is any perceived aerial phenomena which cannot be identified or explained immediately. So that kind of thing must be reported to the UNO at the earliest. So that is also one of the objective to celebrate this day. So ladies and gentlemen, with this we will bind up this small lecture on the very important topics which are important for your examination point of view, the current affairs. So if you go through this video, really you will not miss the current affair questions which are being asked in your ND and CDS examination. So again, I would like to remind you that SSB Sure Shot Academy runs various courses which named these are SSB online and offline course, and written online and offline courses for NDA, CDS, CAPF, and there are subject specification courses. If somebody would like to think that they are weak in particular subjects, that is the reason to get into the academy or clear CDS, NDA. So for that also we run various subject oriented classes. To get more detail regarding these courses, you may contact the numbers which are given below, and to get discount over these courses, you can download our application from Google Play Store. With this, we finish our lecture. That's all. Thank you.